morning, boys and girls. Ted and I would like to say hi to you today. We are so glad you joined us. And today I'm going to share one of my favorite Bible stories about Jesus. It's about a woman who shows Jesus how much she loves him by doing something that other people thought was really weird. Would you like to learn what it is? Great! The story is called Mary Anoints Jesus, and it's from the Bible Basics Storybook. So Teddy and I are going to read this together. It says, Mary anoints Jesus. Lazarus, Martha, and Mary had Jesus and his friends over for a dinner. While everyone was eating, Mary brought out a jar filled with something very special. Inside the jar was a very expensive, sweet-smelling nard perfume. Mary knelt down on the floor by Jesus. Mary dumped and rubbed the entire jar of perfume onto Jesus' feet. Mary anointed Jesus' feet with the perfume. Mary slowly and tenderly wiped the perfume off Jesus' feet with her hair. Jesus, can't you see how wasteful this is, said Judas. That perfume cost a year's worth of wages. Shouldn't the perfume have been sold and the money given to the poor? Jesus spoke. Yes, the money could have been used for the poor, but there will always be people who will need you to help them. I will not be with you much longer. The end. You see, the disciples, they didn't understand what Mary was doing, and they thought she was wasting all that expensive perfume. But not Jesus. Jesus told the disciples that Mary was doing exactly what she was supposed to be doing, even if it looked strange to them or if they didn't understand it. Jesus thought what she was doing was wonderful. Now it's time to get into our Lent activity kit for week 5. Are you excited, Teddy? I thought so. So in this week's activity, we have a bag, and if you open up the bag, there's a piece of paper, and it says, I will write my law on their hearts. Well, writing the law on our hearts seems kind of strange, doesn't it? Kind of like Mary pouring the perfume on Jesus' feet. What does that mean? It means if we pray and we pay attention to God, that God will direct our ways and show us what to do, just like Mary. One important law is to love God and love your neighbor as yourself. How can we do that? Well, let's open up our paper and find out. One way we can do this is to treat others the way we want to be treated, to be nice to people, to help people when we can, and to say nice things. And we can share when we have more than enough. So this week, I gave you not 1, but 2 suckers in your activity bag. Now, if you knew someone that had 2 suckers and you didn't have any suckers, would you want them to share with you? Of course, everybody likes suckers. So this week, practice loving your neighbor by sharing your second sucker with someone. This Sunday, we are going to extinguish our 5th candle. And we are going to do this to remind ourselves that people saw Jesus as holy. Will you pray with me? Dear God, help us to love extravagantly and give tender, loving care to those we meet. Amen.